Hello, I'm Rebels. I'm autistic. This is unscripted, and I'm mad at the world because I feel like I have every right to be mad at the world, and I'm mad at the education system. I'm mad at like everything, and I also just want to point out that you can be mad at stuff. You can be mad at stuff and not like have it make you a mad person. Like you can be mad at stuff without being like mad at people or like without being a horrible person. Like I could be mad at stuff and then still be calm and stuff. Like so I just want to put that out there. Um I am mad at the world for multiple reasons. But first of all, I'm mad at the world and I'm mad at the public school system and the education system because I'm literally just mad at everybody because not everybody, but like I'm mad at like all the older people in the older generations who like fed me lies and fed everybody else lies too because like it's a system. Like it's a system and they do it on purpose. And like I'm mad that the things that I believe or that I did believe until the last month or so, then I'm mad that the things that I did believe are lies. I'm mad that I was just lied to like my whole life. Like I'm mad. I'm mad that it took until I was 23 years old to understand how the world actually works. It makes me so mad that like my parents and my family lied to me too because my dad was a narcissist and like that he like and then you start to question like who knows the truth or like who has also been lied to by the system. You start to question that. Like all these people who are like uh, all these people who are like make America great again and shit, and it's like they just don't see what like Trump is actually doing, and it's like just kind of bullshit because it's like can you not read through the letters like it's read in front of you? And it's like I'm autistic, so like I question things a lot, and then people call people used to call autistic people crazy and stuff, and like autistic people used to be locked up and stuff, and it's like first of all that's wrong, but second of all like I kind of wonder why, because like we question things. I feel like questioning things is normal. Like how are you just a normal average person and you don't question things? Like you don't use your own mind or own thinking at all. You don't question things. I thought that China was a communist country. And I thought that Russia was a communist country. Because that's what I was told. I was told that. I was told that. The school system fed me that lie, and I believed it. Until like a month ago. Yeah, they're not communism. They're dictatorship. They say that they're a communist party too. And I thought that they were communists. And that's why I thought communism equals bad. And communism doesn't equal bad. Like, I don't know if it would work or not, but at the same time, then capitalism is really dumb. Because in capitalism, then money equals power, and not everybody should have power because people who have power a lot of the times take advantage of that power and they use that power and it's really, really dumb. And they do really ridiculous, crazy, freaking things with it. Like, I just, and I was also told, oh, like, if you work hard and everything, like, if you work hard, then you're gonna get somewhere, you're gonna be successful. I was told that. I was also told that I was lazy too. I'm still told that I'm lazy. Come on, let's get over that. Like, oh my god, I'm so freaking lazy. Like, one time I worked like 12 hours in a day, like for weeks and weeks and weeks on end, because I had two part time jobs. and I worked at those jobs for like 5 to 6 hours a day. And I walked 2.5 miles to a job before and back, so 5 miles a day in an 8-hour shift for months until somebody started picking me up and taking me to work. Like, oh my god, I'm so lazy. You know, one time I went to work because I have a phobia of thunderstorms. I hate thunderstorms. I hate being outside in a thunderstorm. I will not do it. I will not. I'm terrified. I am terrified. There's nothing that will fix that. I'm terrified. So one time there was going to be a thunderstorm and nobody could take me to work. And my job was 7 miles away. Do you know, I also don't like the dark. I'm scared of the dark too. You can make fun of me, you can laugh at me all you want, but I don't like the dark because, you know, when it's dark, then I have bad thoughts in my head because it's dark and I can't see what's going on, and I have a very kind of like high level of paranoia, only with like bad thoughts though. And bad thoughts recollect in my head a lot of the times in the dark. Also, who wants to be in the dark in the mountains? Like where there's bears and stuff? Anyway, I faced one of my fears because I didn't want to go out in the thunderstorms. And I walked 5 miles in the dark that night so then I could get to my job. So then I wouldn't have to walk in the thunderstorms the next day. I did it in the dark, in pitch black darkness, and I hate the dark. Oh, but I'm so lazy, right? Like, I'm so freaking lazy. Like, you know how many times I've had a job? You know how many times I've had a job and I was crying on my days off because I wanted to be at work. You know, a lot of people don't like to work. A lot of people don't. A lot of people work, but they don't like to work and they complain about their jobs. And, like, I get it. I totally get it. Like, I get it. But, like, I genuinely like to work. So then when people look at me and they're like, oh, why don't you go get a job? I've been trying for like a year and a half and nobody wants to hire me. You think people want to hire me? Like, that's funny. That's funny. Like, it's just a joke. All of it is just a joke. All of it. Like, if you work hard, that doesn't mean that you'll get anywhere. Also, when I was a kid and everything and stuff like that, being told, oh, well, you have to be lucky to make it on YouTube and blah, blah, blah. No, you just have to follow the algorithm. There's an algorithm. You have to follow it. You have to follow YouTube's rules. You have to follow Daddy YouTube. So, it's all just like analytics and numbers and stuff and everything, and I don't see it that way. I see it as real people wanting to watch me if they watch my content. You're not just a number, you're a person, you're a human being watching me. But you have to play the freaking game, and I don't want to play the game. I don't want to play the game. I'm not like some freaking money hungry person. I want to get out of my situation and everything, but it's like I'm not money hungry, and that just makes me so mad that I have to play the game. I don't want to play the game. I don't want to do it. I don't want to play the game. I hate the game. I don't want to play it. I don't want to do all the algorithm crap. I just want to live and have people watch me do stuff. But you know what? I have to play the game. I have to play the freaking game. And I don't want to do it. Because I have morals. And it's like, I don't... Ugh. But like, I've just been lied to my whole entire life. And it's like, I've been told that if you work hard and stuff, then like, you'll get somewhere and whatever and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, not if you're autistic, you won't. You won't if you're autistic. And then other people could tell me, oh, you're just acting like a victim and stuff. If I was just acting like a victim, then I wouldn't have lost as many jobs as I have for, I quote, no reason. It is very easy to tell when you're being discriminated against. It is very easy to tell. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, But it is very easy to tell when people don't like you. It's very easy to tell. And now that I have like a handful of friends who like actually care about me, and I know that all the other friends I ever had before that didn't care about me or my well-being, and I knew that they didn't like me, like I knew that, but I stayed their friend because, you know, I didn't want to be looked at as like, oh, yes we do, you're making that up. No, they didn't like me. It's very easy to tell when people don't like you. Like, I can tell when a person doesn't like me. Can you not tell when a person doesn't like you? Except I act so different in public and stuff that almost everybody who's neurotypical doesn't like me. And then, like, hello, it's right there in front of your face. But I'm just a victim, right? I'm just acting like a victim and stuff and blah 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 blah. And it's like, I'm really good at art. Like, I like to draw. I'm really good at art. Like, I'm really good at that. I'm really talented with art. I really miss physically painting because I can't record physically painting. And because, you know, this phone sucks and the other phone sucks too. This phone is like a brick. Barely does anything. And my other phone doesn't hold any storage. That's like the one I had before that. So I can't record videos of me painting. Like, right now I'm kind of stuck because, like, my other friend hasn't sent me their PC yet because I've been waiting, because I've been trying to get a PO box, because I've been trying to get a voter registration card. But you know what? I applied to get a voter registration card like a month and a half ago, and you know what? I still haven't got it. And I already had a voter registration card because I didn't have a card, but I was registered to vote. But that was in another town. I was registered in this town, and then I was registered in another town, and now I need to be registered in this town again. And you know what? They won't give it to me. And you know what? For a PO box, you need a voter registration card. And you know what? I think that's stupid. I've stated my case. I'm mad at the world. I think things in the world are really stupid, and I also always thought that like there was like one right side. There's no right side. Okay, I would rather vote for Democrats, but at the same time, I would rather vote for like they're all lying. They're all lying their asses off, all of them. He's lying his ass off, and she's lying her ass off. They're all lying their ass off. Like, do you actually believe rich people? Like, do you actually we're poor. We have homeless people. We have all these freaking people who are struggling to get by. Do you actually believe rich people? Do you actually believe rich and well-off people who are really old and they don't understand the issues that like we're dealing with? Do you actually like do you think for yourself? Do you ask questions? Do you think for yourself? I'm just so mad at the world. Like, I'm mad at the world for freaking lying to me for 23 years. Like, I'm mad. I think anybody would be mad at the world if they realized that their whole life has been a lie. And their imagination for their future life is also a lie. Because their future life is on the line if, like, stuff starts to happen. Which it is. Call me a conspiracy theorist and all this shit. But, like, you know what happened when the Hitler stuff was happening. You know what happened then. You know that a bunch of papers about people being trans and stuff got destroyed and stuff. So then research had to start over. Like, people are like, make America great again. No, get rid of this. and you can destroy everything, all the knowledge. You can also destroy every last person who thinks, who feels that they're a part somewhere on a spectrum of gender, or just don't care about gender, or whatever else have you. You can do that. That would be very bad and highly illegal, but you can do that. But in 50 years, when people relearn this stuff, it's going to happen again. You cannot get, just like autistic people, you cannot get rid of autistic people. You can't. Like, you can kill us all off, okay? It's in genetics. We're going to come back. Like, you can get rid of anybody who has any sort of problem, or just who identifies differently, and it's going to come back. So, no. Also, conservatives are always like, oh, all LGBTQ people, all they do is talk about sex and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, first of all, that's not true. Second of all, you're really one to be talking when all you talk about is the declining birth rate, and we need 2 people to have a kid. You do know how a kid is made, right? A kid is made by having sex. So, I think you're the ones talking about sex all the time, okay? Okay, right? Yeah? Yeah. We're done here. Wrap it up. We're done here with that. But, like, I'm just mad at the world. I'm mad that, like, so many people just don't understand autism or just any type of disability. And then when you go and you talk about it, then other people are like, oh, you're just playing victim, you're just blah 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 blah. You don't know someone's life or like what somebody has been through unless like you extensively talk to that person. And even then you don't know what it's like because you have not felt that. Like, I cannot, like, if I sit here and I tell you that I've been through like 23 years of trauma, like I've been through trauma since like the day that I was born. Like, that's not an exaggeration. Like, when I was 2, then my dad trapped me under a crib and kicked me and told me to shut up whenever I cried. Yeah, that's not how you treat a toddler. And I remember it. Like, that's the thing. I remember it. So, yeah. I have lived through, and then I'm still, like, kind of stuck here because, like, nobody will help me. Like, I have friends helping me, but, like, friends shouldn't have to help me. Like, my family, who should love me, should like help me, especially since they're middle class. It's not like my family is poor. My family's not poor. My family's middle class. My family's on Social Security and all this shit and blah 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 blah. But no, they don't care. So it's just really stupid, all of it. Like, you can sit here and call me lazy, but at the same time it's like, as much as I like to work, and as many days as I cried when I got sent home early from a job because they were too staffed, or when I got days off, or when I didn't get enough days in the week and I was sitting there crying because, dude, I need more hours. Like, I need money. Like, I'm trying to make money, and here you are giving me 1 day of work a week. Like, no thanks. No thanks. Take that 1 day of work, take that 1 day, take that 1 shift you're giving me and shove it up your ass. Shove it up your ass, okay? We're done. No. I don't want to go to work for 1 day a week and make like $60 that day. I'm sorry. What am I gonna do with $60 a week? I'm sorry. What? That's energy that could go towards something like this, making a YouTube video and then it getting views and then making another YouTube video, another and another and another and another and another. Like, I'm mad at the world. I'm mad that the world is not what I thought it was. I'm mad that my future depends on people like presidents and people like other people and stuff. And I'm also mad that, like, people are so advent and stuff on people having children. First of all, people can't afford children. Second of all, I can barely freaking take care of myself. Do you think I can take care of a child? Like I am between the 50-50 on wanting children or not, because, like, my whole entire life I wanted a family. Like, that's all I wanted. I wanted a family. My whole entire life I wanted my own family. Like, you know what? My family sucks ass. So I want a family where, like, I can love my family and, like, we can all be really good to each other and love each other and stuff and care about each other and stuff. But it's like, I don't want to freaking be pregnant for 9 months. Like, I don't. I have too many sensory issues for that. Like, I have sensory issues when my stomach is growling. I don't like feeling things in my body move around. That is weird. When I have periods and my freaking stomach is like doing all these move around thingies. No. No. I want that shit out. No, we're not. No, I have too many sensory issues for that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not. I'm not gonna have something moving around inside my stomach for 9 months. No. I want that shit out of me. I also want that shit out of me because for a week out of every month, I can't be productive because I'm laying in bed freaking crying and turning around over and over and over and over again. And I can't focus on anything and I can't be productive because of how much damn pain I'm in. And you know, it takes like years upon years to get diagnosed with endometriosis, which is what I have. It's not diagnosed, but I know that I have it because I have like every single symptom of it. So, like, I know. Okay, trust me, I know. It's been that way since I was 13. I know, honey, I know. So, if you're like, so, like, you can call me a conspiracy theorist and stuff, but if you're like trying to get rid of trans rights and like all these different rights and just make it to where men and women get together and they have children, then I'm a tiny bit scared that, like, when I'm finally successful enough and have the money to, that you're not gonna let me get my reproductive system out. I don't know, like, I feel like that's a possibility, okay? You can call me crazy or what have you, but, like, I feel like that's a possibility, and I'm not going to go through 20 to 30 more years of being in immense pain 1 week out of each month and having that debilitate me and make me, like, really disabled for like 1 week out of every month. And just a bitch too, because, like, when I'm in pain, I'm mad. I'm mad when I'm in pain. I cannot stand being in pain. And I also can't stand when I'm taking all this ibuprofen and everything and it's just not working. Because it doesn't work. It doesn't. It doesn't work. I got medicine, the medicine, for when I got my wisdom teeth out. I got the medicine. And I got curious when I was in pain after that, and I took the medicine on my period. And I still felt the pain, even with the medicine. The medicine. That medicine. I'm not gonna say what kind it is, but you get my drift. It was for getting my wisdom teeth out. You get my drift. So even with that, even with that and feeling high, and for the record, I don't like feeling high. I don't. It's just, mm-mm. I am very sensitive to stuff. Like, but like, that medicine, even that medicine, didn't fully work. It worked for my teeth, but it didn't work for the period pain. Yeah, that's how bad it is. Yeah. I can take all this ibuprofen and aspirin and like all of this freaking Tylenol and stuff and nothing works. Like I take it and it doesn't work. Like it doesn't do anything. It doesn't work. It doesn't work, honey. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Anyway, that's my video of me being mad at the world and why I'm mad at the world and why I think capitalism is stupid. And I've been lied to my whole life, and you know what? I'm really mad that like I had to start over with like learning shit because I was lied to over and over and over again. And you know what? I was gullible. I was a child. I believed in the lies. I believed the lies when I was 18, when I was 19, when I was 20, when I was 21, when I was 22. I'm not believing the lies anymore. I'm 23. I'm not believing the lies anymore. I'm not. But like, it really sucks that like half the population is going to call me a conspiracy theorist. Like that really sucks. Like that just really sucks because it's like I'm not being a conspiracy theorist. Like all of this is true. Like it's true. Like look up, we have history so that it doesn't repeat itself. And yet here we are on the edge of repeating history. I don't get it. I don't get it. I think that people are dumb. And I don't think that people are like dumb. I just don't think that people think for themselves. Because they've been lied to by a perfect system. I say perfect in quotation marks. They've been lied to by a perfect system that knows what they're doing. That knows how to get away with lies. And the only people who question are either like autistic people or like people who logically think about things. And it's just like, I don't know. And you have to know somebody who does think that way for you to catch on to all the lies. But once you do, you can't go back. There's no way that I can go back and then just pretend that everything is just like this happy little world because it's all lies, all of it. Like, it's all lies. Anyway, this is like about to be 30 minutes. This is like 28 minutes. And yeah, this was fully unscripted because I just had this on my mind. Anyway, bye. You should subscribe. If you liked this video, then you should subscribe. But either way, bye. Have a good day. I'm socially awkward. I don't know how to say bye. I'm leaving now. Bye. Goodbye. Have a good day.